What's up guys, Moonman here. We're in Cave City, Kentucky today. Check out the Wigwam Village No. 2. It was a chain of motels, started in nearby Horse Cave. There grew to 7 locations. There's only 3 left. There's one in Arizona. That was the inspiration for the one on the movie Cars, the cones. And there's one in California, but this is the second one ever built, just a little bit up the road from the original one. They're trying to restore it back to its original ways in 1937. And we'll go check it out. So let's go. We already got a room, so let's go check it out. There we go. Put a key in here. That was not the right way. There we go. Let's see what we got here. And the lights are on. And here we go. It's decked out with a heater here, and a bed, and a fan and air conditioner that work very well. And here is the little bathroom. The bathroom. Oh, it's got these lights here. Said they look about the way they did in the 30s, and only 10 of them were actually rentable, as there's 15 in total, but 5 are still not ready to be lived in yet or to be rented out yet. Eat and sleep in a wigwam. Wigwam Village No. 2, Cave City, Kentucky. This was taken in the 50s, as this was later on in the late 50s in 59, followed by the 1980s. As you see, not a whole lot changed between that period of time besides the outer landscaping, but now even so, it's even more changed out there. This is kind of a picture of the big wigwam out there we're gonna go take a look at in just a minute. It actually used to have a little diner. They would sell coffee and stuff in there, but it no longer does. It said it was known for its curly fries. And they said that they're gonna try to make it into like a coffee shop and kind of get it kind of going like the original one, but it's also still in renovation mode right now. Right. So they said that he built this, and he in this area, in this kind of communal like half clockwise circle, because when it was built in 1937, they didn't have TVs in them. There was barely any air conditioning. There wasn't any air conditioning. So people had not much to do when they got out of the cave and came to the room, other than to just go and talk to each other. So he wanted to promote that. And it seems like the present day owners, they do that as well. As you see, this goes down, dips into the little thing. This was actually a sinkhole at one point. And the name Wigwam Village, he named that because it rolled off the tongue better than Teepee Village. These are actually teepees, they're not wigwams. See, as today, it has a little like playground-like area in there, but we're gonna walk up here to the big one. The big one, that's where the diner would have been, where it would have the famous sleep in a wigwam sign. All right, so now we're coming over here to the front. This is the building that would have housed the diner originally. He said when he bought this, they bought it in 2020, and they said when they bought it, it had been in operation for 83 years, but he said realistically it probably shouldn't have been. The rooms were really bad. There hadn't been any renovation done to them forever. They were coming pretty decrepit, and so him and his wife, they bought it and they restored it, and their plans to continue to restore it to where they can get all the rooms, all of them within working order again, and to get this in working order again. You can see on there where at one point it would have said gift shop, motel, office. So I guess before they bought it, they probably still were using it for something, whether it would be what it was originally for or storage purposes. Now, I think this one here is one of the ones that is not able to be rented out. I think it's still under renovation. It has this little shed that's the only structure that's not a teepee that is enclosed, and it is what's going to house today's ice chest. Such a cool little view coming down the highway. So with the interstate bypassed it, it kind of really hurt it, because a lot of people used to have to just use this highway. It really is a relic from the past, being built in the 30s. Roadside attractions used to have a different kind of spot in America than they do now. Nowadays, with like technology and all that, and then the interstate commerce and all that, it no longer, there's not really as many as there used to be, not as much as there used to be, but there still is quite a bit, and this is still standing, and we got to celebrate it while it's here. So it has little areas to sit outside of each one. Some of these have 2 beds in them. Some of them only have the 1 bed, just like any normal hotel would be. During tourist season, the price might be a little bit higher. When you're outside tourist season, it might drop it a little bit. All right, go back in the room as it would have been. As you can see, it's like almost like a drop ceiling thing. It said these are built out of metal and concrete, so it was really hard to get like Wi-Fi in here to more modernize it, but they were able to. Pretty cool. What's up, guys? We're sleeping in a wigwam. Look at all these little games here, like cornhole. Oh, that wasn't even planned. Coach's turn. Oh my gosh. Pretty good, man. That one was good. That was a good try. Yeah. The next morning, all I can hear is birds and doves and motorcycles. And come to the next morning, it's peaceful minus the seldom car pass by. All right, guys, so that concludes our one night stay here at the Wigwam Village No. 2, Cave City, Kentucky. Overall, it was fun. I mean, I got to sleep in a wigwam or a teepee. They are made of concrete and metal, so right now, this time of the year, it's like 90 degrees, and at night it's like 89 degrees. So yeah, it's pretty hot in there, but it does have AC and stuff. Was able to take a shower. It was pretty comfortable in there. It looks smaller than what it is, but it's actually pretty comfortable in there. I would recommend this place. Like I said, there's a few other, like just a couple others around the country. Probably will try to stay at those two at some point in time. If I ever find myself back in the area and I'm feeling, you know, a little adventurous, I might stay in the wigwam again. So like, subscribe, share. Moon Man out.